Hello and welcome to the Insights and Motivation YouTube podcast. Yes, this is an AI-generated content, but remember, there was a human at the beginning of it, creating and curating this material with care and purpose. I request you, dear listener, to step aside from any bias and listen to the message itself. Take the message, not the messenger. That is the key. The same is true for the rest of the playlists and podcasts on this channel, each designed to inspire thought, dialogue, and transformation. Now let me begin the podcast. Democracy in universities and colleges. Checks, balances, and power sharing. One of the defining strengths of democracy is its refusal to allow unchecked power. Where power is concentrated, engagement shrinks, creativity dies, and injustice thrives. Universities and colleges, though centers of learning, are not immune to this reality. When authority rests solely with administrators or faculty, students quickly feel alienated. But when institutions embrace checks, balances, and shared governance models, they create vibrant ecosystems where accountability and participation thrive. Why is this principle so essential in higher education? Because young adults are at a stage where they are deeply sensitive to fairness and eager to test authority. They are shaping their sense of justice and exploring their independence. If they encounter systems where rules are one-sided and power is absolute, they internalize cynicism. But if they see power distributed through feedback loops, peer review, and shared decision-making, they learn that authority gains legitimacy when it is accountable. The advantages of embedding checks and balances in universities are profound. Faculty peer review ensures teaching quality remains dynamic and not stagnant. Student feedback systems create dialogue rather than resentment, allowing learners to shape their educational experience. Shared governance structures, where students, staff, and faculty collaborate on committees, model the reality of democratic power sharing. These practices prevent rigidity and ensure that the institution continues to evolve with the needs of its community. Sadly, many universities resist this principle. Administrative decisions on tuition, curriculum reforms, or disciplinary actions are often made behind closed doors, with little student or faculty input. Professors may teach year after year without constructive evaluation from peers or learners. Students may voice feedback only to see it vanish into bureaucratic silence. This lack of accountability creates disengagement, where trust erodes and authority feels distant, even oppressive. The consequences of ignoring checks and balances extend far beyond campus. Students trained in hierarchical systems often carry those habits into workplaces and politics, tolerating unchecked leadership or avoiding participation altogether. They grow into professionals who accept inequality of power as natural, rather than questioning and balancing it. In the long run, this weakens democracy itself, because its foundation, accountability, was never modeled in their formative years. But when universities practice genuine power sharing, the impact is transformative. A student voice in budgetary committees signals that their concerns matter. Faculty open to constructive peer review sharpen their teaching and research. Administrators who share decision-making with councils of staff and students build legitimacy and trust. Authority in such environments is not diminished, it is strengthened, because it rests on shared responsibility rather than imposed control. Checks and balances also fuel innovation. Diverse voices in governance bring fresh perspectives that single groups may overlook. Students often spot issues in campus life administrators miss. Faculty can highlight challenges in curriculum planning that students do not see. Together, these perspectives create holistic solutions, ensuring that the university grows as a dynamic, adaptive institution. If universities ignore this principle, they risk producing graduates who are technically skilled but unaccustomed to questioning authority. But if they embrace it, they will raise citizens who understand that democracy is not about dominance, but balance, not about silence, but accountability. These graduates will carry into society the conviction that authority is not weakened by transparency, it is legitimized by it. The university, then, becomes not just a place of study, but a living example of power shared wisely. Every peer review, every feedback loop, every joint decision is more than administrative housekeeping. It is a rehearsal for democratic citizenship. By embedding checks, balances, and power sharing into higher education, we prepare young adults to uphold fairness and accountability in every sphere of life. Did this podcast resonate with you? Are you an educator or a higher authority with the ability to influence educational policy and reform? If so, I encourage you to share this podcast as widely as possible within your connections, and do share and subscribe to this channel. This channel has lots of playlists and educational, psychological content with a focus on how to improve all systems of education, corporate culture, and many such topics. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for our next podcast.